Alright, so if you've been on the internet at all recently, and I mean anywhere on the internet at all, then without a doubt, you've heard about how GameStop's stocks have been skyrocketing recently. This is mainly due to the fact that out of all the stocks available in the United States of America, GameStop was the most short-sold stock out of every single one of them. Every single one of them. And this of course led to people on Reddit deciding to band together, because of course Reddit has something to do with this, in order to try and stick it to the people that are short-selling these stocks. Now for those of you who don't know what short selling is, when you buy a stock, you're betting that it will go up, that it will increase in value. However, with short selling, you're betting that the stock will decrease in value and ultimately plummet, and you will profit off the loss that it has. Basically how it works, buying a stock is hoping that they gain so you gain as well, and short selling a stock is hoping that they lose so you gain. It's honestly kind of scummy, but that's the stock market for you. According to Time magazine, the reason that so many Redditors decided to increase the value of the stock is that they would increase the value enough to trigger a short squeeze, blasting the stock into the upper mesosphere to the benefit of those who bought it early, all while sticking it to the man. Exact quote from Time magazine. And that's exactly what's going on. Time magazine then went on to say that GameStop has basically become a meme stock because it has value because a small number of people decided it would be fun and potentially profitable to pretend it did have value. Other people wanted in on the fun and profit, and suddenly it had real value. Value is weird. Time magazine then goes on to say this is basically like giving two middle fingers to these big time investors that just bet on these companies failing or losing more profits. As a result of this happening though, Robinhood decided to make it so you are no longer able to buy GameStop, AMC, or BlackBerry stocks anymore. You are of course able to sell them still, but you are still not able to buy them, which is a very interesting issue or deal, I suppose. But this then led them to receiving a class action lawsuit filed against them for restricting being able to purchase these stocks. Long story short, the stock market is basically gambling on which companies will succeed and fail. GameStop is by far has been the one that people and investors thought would fail the most, and of course, Reddit being the ones that would of course be involved in this, decided, let's turn that around and make it extremely profitable. Robinhood said, hey, don't do that. Then they got hit with a class action lawsuit, and we're here now because people like money, they don't want to lose their power, and the legal system is very interesting overall and enjoyable. Get your popcorn, people, this is just going to get better from here on out. But in all seriousness, we all know why Robinhood decided to go ahead and shut down being able to buy these stocks from these companies. And that's because the investors were getting very upset about it. Investors like to make sure that their money is safe, and when a lot of investors start losing a lot of money on certain things, they get very upset, and who else are they going to attack other than the people who are, allowing this to happen? I think that a similar situation happens with a company like YouTube and Google. News outlets seem to think that YouTube is able to monitor every single bit of content that's uploaded to their platform each and every day, when that's just not possible. There are too many users and too many people to look after, and too much content coming into the platform to be able to even comprehend, hey, they should be able to look at this video, this one single video that's about 10 minutes long, out of the millions of hours uploaded each and every year to the channel and to the website. When investors see something potentially bad for them, they panic very easily, and understandably, they don't want anything to happen to the money that they're investing or the money that they're putting into something. This is understandable, but because of this, we have issues come up and knee-jerk reactions such as the adpocalypse. 1 through 5, even if it's hit that number. I don't know how many adpocalypses there have been on YouTube. It's just the norm nowadays. I'm getting a little bit off topic, but what I'm trying to get at is, when investors feel scared about something, they have knee-jerk reactions and expect something to be done instantly about it that can sometimes be unreasonable. Just like with many PewDiePie controversies that so many media outlets just took and blew up to way bigger than they actually should be, there was a knee-jerk reaction there, and this seems like another knee-jerk reaction here. It's a stock that big businesses were used to just short selling so frequently and so often that when all of a sudden they started to lose money on something they were trying to use, they didn't like it. Because let's be honest, people who have money and power, they like to make sure they keep that money and power and that nobody else can really take that away from them. It's natural. But we all have to remember the biggest problem that comes with that. While power corrupts, absolute power will corrupt absolutely. Just as stated earlier, this is a meme stock. It's a stock that a bunch of Redditors decided, hey, let's bring this up to really give the middle finger to those investors who were deciding, yeah, we're gonna short sell this like crazy. As a result, the short sellers didn't like it, and they don't like when their potential power is threatened. But the stock market fluctuates like crazy, and this is just another fluctuation that, honestly, they shouldn't be freaking out like this over. The only reason they're freaking out is because the stock that was the most short-sold stock in the country is suddenly not being the most short-sold stock anymore, and suddenly has value. They're upset about that. When you buy something and sell it again, and it all of a sudden rises in value or skyrockets, of course you wish you held onto it, and of course you're going to be upset. But that's just the stock market. You're always taking a gamble on what will increase in value and what will decrease in value. That's just how the stock market works. It's extremely unpredictable. And with that being said, I expect that the stocks will go back to normal after the whole meme dies down, but until they just say, relax, it'll die down, it'll calm down, just give it a bit, just like everything else in the stock market tends to do with these kinds of deals, then of course a lot of people will just keep holding onto those stocks, even if it's just out of spite. That's kind of how the internet works, you know? You tell them you don't like something, and that's all they want to do. Anyways guys, thank you all very much for watching, I really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this video with the content within. If you did, feel free to leave a like. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. Do you trade stocks? Are you interested in trading stocks? Or are you perhaps just getting into trading stocks yourself? What's your ideas? What's your thoughts? Please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try to reply as many as I can, even though it'll only be one. Only one person's gonna comment, I bet it. And if you want to have notifications of future uploads just like this one come straight to you as they go live, make sure you hit that subscribe button to become a Squatch Pin today. Anyways guys, thank you all very much for watching, really do appreciate it. And as always, I am Pump Squatch. Goodbye. Now if you excuse me, me and my friends are going to go invest in stocks. I wonder if Johnny Sins has any stocks.